Viewers and subscribers, please make sure to subscribe to Saga News TV and give a like and share, because if you don't, you will miss out a lot of news.
49 years old Raymond Whittingham of Arnett Garden, St. Andrew has been charged with assault at common law and possession of a prohibited weapon following an alleged incident in his community on Wednesday, January 1. Reports from the Denham Town Police are that about 9:37 p.m. Whittingham and a woman had a disagreement during which he left, returned and held onto a firearm in his waistband. The alleged actions reportedly made the woman fear for her life, and she managed to escape without injuries and made a report to the police. On Thursday, January 2, an operation was conducted in the community which led to the subsequent arrest of Whittingham. His court date has been finalized. Salute attached to the St. Andrew North Division as charged 26 years old Brandon Ennis, otherwise called Twinny, a laborer of Belvedere Road, St. Andrew, with murder. The incident took place in the parish on Monday, December 2. Dead is 21 years old Jermaine Francis, otherwise called Pluck, of Elliott Avenue, Kingston 8. Reports from the Red Hills Police are that at about 7:30 p.m. Francis was in the process of purchasing a cellular phone from Ennis, during which Ennis pulled a firearm and opened gunfire, hitting him. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Francis was seen with gunshot wound to his head. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Ennis was arrested and later charged with murder and several other charges, to include possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition, following a question and answer interview. His court date has been finalized. A man was fatally shot and an illegal firearm was seized during an operation in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew. The deceased's identity is yet to be revealed. The incident happened in an area known as Tavern Gully. The news understand the target raid operation by the security force, which began in the wee hours, is still ongoing. Lawrence Tavern, which fall in the St. Andrew North Police Division, recorded an increase in murder last year. Meanwhile, the cops in the division have now seized 2 illegal firearms in first 3 days of the new year. A team of police from the St. Andrew South Division seized a firearm and several rounds of ammunition in Seaview Gardens, Kingston 11 on Friday, January 3. Reports from the Hunts Bay Police are that at about 11:25 a.m., police observed 2 men standing along the roadway, acting in a manner that aroused suspicion. The man accosted search, and a .380 pistol with a magazine containing 7 rounds of ammunition. A fixed was taken from one of the individuals. The man was arrested in relation to the seizure. Investigations are ongoing. A policeman accidentally shot and injured himself on Thursday night while at the Spanish Town Hospital in St. Catherine. The sergeant is being treated for his injuries. Reports are that about 9:30, the policeman accompanied someone to the hospital, and while there, his gun went off, injured him. Details of how the incident happened is unclear. The Independent Commission of Investigation and the Police Inspectorate of Professional Standard Oversight Bureau are conducting separate probe into the matter. The Trelawny police have taken 2 persons of interest in custody in connection with a headless body that was discovered in the parish on the morning of Monday, December 9. The body was reportedly spotted in a pit by a farmer who was on his way to his farm in the Allside community. An alarm was raised, and on the arrival of the police, the headless body was removed from the hole. After the scene was processed by investigators, the police said the investigation continued surrounding the ghastly discovery. Some 24 murders were recovered in Trelawny in 2024. The Trelawny police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of 83 years old Arthur McNeil, a farmer of First Hill, Jacksontown in the parish, who was found dead at his residence on Friday, January 3. Reports are that at about 1:30 p.m., a neighbor who last saw McNeil at a grave digging on Monday, December 30, 2024, went to make checks at his home. On arrival, she noticed flies coming from a window and proceeded to contact the police and fire department. On their arrival, the body of McNeil was found on the bed in an advanced state of decomposition. The body was removed to the morgue. Pending a post-mortem, the investigation is ongoing. The St. James Police on Friday seized firearm, cleaning equipment, and 10 rounds of 7.62 ammunition during an operation on Mar Road, Anchovy in the parish. According to the Anchovy Police, about 11 a.m. a police team carried out an operation targeting members of the Wandan gang and wanted persons. A search was carried out at an unoccupied house, believed to be used by members of the gang. During the raid, a bag was found containing the ammunition and firearm cleaning equipment. No one was arrested in connection with the find. The St. James Police seized 57 rounds of ammunition during an operation in the parish on Sunday, January 5. According to reports from the Montego Bay Police, at about 7:15 a.m., lawmen were conducting an operation in the area when an abandoned premises was searched. During the search, 43.5.5 mm rounds and 14 9mm rounds were found in a buckle concealed in a cellar. No one was arrested in connection with the seizure. Investigation continue. A janitor has been charged with larceny as a servant after he allegedly stole a sum of $286,300 from a business establishment in Brownstown, St. Ann. Charge is 54 years old Arlan Martin of Brownstown address. In the parish, reports from the Brownstown Police are that the manager of the establishment discovered discrepancy in two separate transactions. An investigation was launched which revealed that the sum totaling of $140,300 in October and $146,000 in December were missing. A surveillance footage later confirmed that Martin accessed the complainant vault on two separate occasions and removed cash, the police said. A report was made to the police, leading to Martin's arrest and subsequently charged. His court date is to be finalized. Investigation is continuing. The Manchester Police seized one magazine containing 14 rounds of ammunition during an operation on the Sea Air Main Road, Alligator Pond in the parish on Saturday, January 4. Reports from the Alligator Pond Police are that about 8 a.m. lawmen were in the area when a magazine was seen lying on the roadway. It was retrieved and inspected. Upon close examination of the magazine, it was revealed that it contained 14 9mm rounds of ammunition. No one was arrested in relation to this seizure. Investigation continue. 5 men have been charged with breaches under the Dangerous Drugs Act following the seizure of approximately 1,832 pounds of compressed ganja at the Bowden Wharf, St. Thomas, during a joint operation with the Jamaica Defence Force, Coast Guard recently. Charged are 48 years old Moses Pitt, 22 years old Russian Germans, a 38 years old Preston Stephen, 38 years old Andre Barracks, and 50 years old Anthony Pitt. Reports are that on Friday, December 20, 2024, members of the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard intercepted a canoe with the man aboard. During an inspection, several bags of contraband were seen in the man's possession, the police said. The men were subsequently taken into custody and later charged with possession of ganja, dealing in ganja, trafficking ganja, taking in steps preparatory to export ganja, conspiracy to trafficking ganja. They appeared before the St. Thomas Parish Court on Friday, January 3, and were subsequently remanded back in custody until January 28, when they will reappear before the court. Commenting on the operation, Senior Superintendent of Police Samuel Blake, who heads the Firearm and Narcotics Investigation Division, said the joint efforts of the find and the Jamaica Defence Force Coast Guard demonstrate the commitment of Jamaican law enforcement agencies to combat drugs trafficking and related crimes. As we move forward in 2025, the FIN will continue to work tirelessly with our local and international partners to identify and prosecute those involved in the trafficking of drugs and guns, he added.